Hush, Drake recently dropped. Um, I wanna. This is the conversation for the day. This is really gonna be like a good portion of this.
Okay, let's rock.
All right. Drake has recently released For All the Dogs, new full length solo album from Drizzy. What are your initial response to the music, Huss?
It's
Upon
Drake.
first listen.
It's Drake being Drake.
Okay.
Literally, that's it. There's nothing else, nothing more. I'm not odd. I'm not. This
Um,
is Drake being Drake.
How many spins you gave it, Huss?
I just listened to it today.
Okay.
I've heard bits and pieces throughout since this dropped and shit, but I actually sat down and listened to it today.
Okay.
And I kind of ran it on shuffle because it was long as fuck.
Okay.
I wasn't in a rush to get to it.
I spent it twice, and I don't think it was bad, but I don't think it was good either.
Okay.
I don't want to go as far as to say it's not for me because I fucking love Drake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all Drake stuff.
But this one, I don't go outside enough for this one. You know what I'm saying? I felt like this was kickback music in the car or in the truck when I'm working. Just didn't do it for me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like at a kickback though, if this comes on, shuffle, let it run, however you let it run, this is set a kickback the fuck off. But just regular like, oh, I'm bumping the Drake, it's not that one.
Okay.
You know, I ain't listening
Yeah,
to it.
I didn't wanna be
I
like,
mean,
oh, that
I'll-
nigga ain't listening to
No,
it.
no,
so-
I'll check it out though.
Okay.
It's not bad, but it's not good either.
Yeah.
I mean, if y'all tell me, I'll check it out.
So
check it out.
recently, the Drake has faced criticism for this album, right? Mainly from Button, Joe Button.
Yep.
Joe Button podcast. Joe was quoted in saying, I'm giving you a summarize. You're gonna be 37 years old. Get the fuck away from some of these younger niggas and stop fucking these 25-year-olds. Why are you still fucking the 25-year-olds? You're a 37-year-old billionaire.
Damn, he's a billionaire.
I think he's really close.
Damn
Yeah.
Salute.
Drake up.
Yeah, he said Joe compared the Canadian crooner to J. Cole, saying Cole used to rap about kid shit, then he started to grow up, and then the rapping sounded like an adult rapping. I want to hear adult Drake rapping for adult people. That's my issue with him today. Drake then goes on he then goes on Instagram, and I believe he leaves a comment.
Academics. He left a comment somewhere.
Academics
posted it.
joint. Oh man, this is pretty long of a reply comment, but time purposes.
What is it to you on a corny level? That's just 1 to 10. Corny level.
Corny level,
Yes.
it becomes a 12 at the end. So let's get to it. At Joe,
Nah, it got corny, bro. The end, I was like, oh.
yeah. Okay, so at Joe, you have failed at music. You left it behind to do what you doing in this clip, cause this is what actually pays your bills. For any artist watching this, just remember you are watching a failure. Give their opinion on this idea of a recipe for success. A quitter, giving their opinion on how to achieve longevity. You switch careers because the things that pop into your brain had you broke, living check to check. And he spells check.
With the Q.
Yes.
Fucking Canadian. Salute to Canada.
He's Canadian. He's Canadian.
And the raps you write have 450 men showing up to your shows in Dusty and Nietzsche jeans to screw up their face to move music 29. He actually did what, 5?
4.
Four. Okay, 4. And pretend you are the GOAT. Please to any artist that's doing what they feel is right, don't let these opinions affect your mindset after the fact. This guy is the poster child of frustration and surrendering.
Damn.
you retried and we never hung up your jersey.
No, you
I'm sorry, you retired.
You retired and we never hung your jersey.
Yeah, you retired and we never hung your jersey. We don't even remember your number. We
Okay,
know. Okay, wait. There's more. We know you doing
It was
this.
spicy.
You withdrew from rap not because of accomplishments. All you need to, it's cause it's.
That's the part that got me stumbled the
The
other day, too. The other day, I was like, what the fuck is Drake talking
I'm
about?
slow. He upset. So I'm just saying all. I'm going to read exactly what he says. All you need to, it's cause it wasn't working for you. He definitely Meek wrote this.
Hey, yo.
Meek wrote this.
And see,
Hey, yo, you gotta stop doing that to Meek, yo. Yo, Meek is gonna make state property come to the spot. Yo, you gotta
Don't
stop
you fucking
doing Meek.
start. Shut
All
up.
right.
Shut up.
You right.
All right. I never want anybody in the generation to think that the whole everybody's entitled to their opinion is a real thing.
nigga said Meek wrote.
All right, so let's get to the real corny part. This is a man. Well, I'm already
It's
at the
cornier
end.
than that.
This is
Yeah.
a man projecting his own self-hate and the fact I did and continue to do everything he wanted to do for himself. If you need it, put in any simpler terms, I own a 767. He owns a modest house in a 973.
And take first class on special occasions.
People on YouTube, I promise you I can read, but I'm reading from a Meek's perspective. So
He giving straight like who raised you?
Joyce and Calvin Costa.
You didn't give a government name? Gee.
What y'all gonna do?
Firing.
Hey, yo. Okay. So to answer your question, it was still a 12. Okay, let's start with Joe Budden's thought of him making music more geared to a younger generation. Is that an issue as we evolve in hip hop? As we get skin in the game in music, is that an issue?
Now, I'm going to say no, simply because number one, when we was first met, we was talking about hip hop. And I was like, no, check this out. So Corey's actually the one who kind of said, you know what, just start listening to everything. If you like it, you like it. You don't. Now, I think you sent me a clip a couple weeks ago of Bun B when he said our music sounded crazy to our parents, and their music sounds crazy to us.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't supposed to like it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not for our ears,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that's why I don't discount any music nowadays. Some shit just ain't for us.
Yeah.
Now, to Budden's point, you can't really make adult music if that's not really your lane. Like, I would never expect Drake to be Fonte.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But
I don't think Button expect him to be Fonte either.
I'm just saying that's the only thing I can think off the top of my head.
Yeah. Okay.
But at the same time, I don't expect Drake to be. I mean, if he fucking 25-year-olds, that's on him.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if the younger crowd fuck with him, keep making music. Well, I mean, ain't it about the bag? I think
For Drake, it is.
yeah, and he's obviously getting money. Now that fucking dissertation he wrote, he could have fucking kept that shit. Like,
Yeah,
he
he
could have
coulda
just
kept
not
that.
said nothing.
He could have kept.
Like, nigga, you got an airplane. Shut the fuck up and go somewhere, and
Yeah.
post about it. Now you being a bitch replying, and you sounding like a hurt fucking love
Yeah.
letter.
He sound like Joe stood him up for prom.
Yeah, dog, nigga, let it go.
He
You're
sound
rich.
like Joe stood him up for prom, bro. He really did.
If you got all this money, go to fucking Tahiti and get you a nice threesome going.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts, DB?
I don't think we should be able or have a right to control what people create at all. Like, so if Drake Drake music is music. But in the same token, that's also why I didn't like it. I said, "Ooh, this one not for me." Just like what it was called, Honestly Nevermind, not for me. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have a bad thing to say about it. It's just not for me. So I think that Joe, his response to it was from, I feel like he can say that because that nigga's a diehard Drake fan.
Okay.
And it would be like somebody, one of y'all don't really care for Blueprint 3. Y'all are cool. It's cool that y'all can say that because y'all are Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Y'all Jay-Z fans like I. So you can tell, cause you can go to a point where you go, oh no, this was good Jay-Z. That's bad Jay-Z. This is good. You know what I'm saying? When you're a fan, I believe that people that aren't people that aren't fans of people shouldn't be able to speak so like candid. Like I might even be saying it wrong, but like how Joe spoke.
No, you right.
Joe can talk like that because he's a diehard Drake fan. And when Drake is good, he is the number one holder of the Drake is the greatest belt. And you know what I mean?
Okay.
So I feel like if you're a fan of something, you diehard fan of something, you can critique it if you feel like you don't like it. But if you're not, you gotta chill.
Okay.
I like that point. I really like that point.
Yeah.
Which ultimately I think we are 7 years and 7-year anniversary of being saying you aren't qualified to speak on certain things.
Mm-hmm.
And it runs true.
Yeah.
It runs true in this particular situation because I've seen a lot of people just talk just because it's Drake. But it's also like, for me, it's like, this is still our culture. So I'm using that kind of loosely. I'm using that in the sense of diehard hip hop fans.
Is Drake a plant?
I think, not on some alien shit, but I think he was sent to change how music is done. Think about the artist prior to Drake and think about the artist after Drake. And in respect to Ja Rule, but he took that and made a real formula that every artist feels like they have to sing on everything, right? That's what I think with Drake.
Okay.
In this aspect.
Okay.
He was sent to really change the game, and it did change how people made music, and it made it harder for core hip hop to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So, Huss, what are your thoughts on the Joe Budden versus Drake thing?
I think that I agree with DB. Joe was a super Drake fan, so he can critique. But one thing I don't be liking is y'all don't be feeling like niggas should respond to things that niggas say
Okay.
if
you
y'all
mean?
fuck with the people.
What you mean?
Like
You say like us?
yeah, you can't control a nigga response.
Oh, like he should be the bigger man kind of thing.
Drake
yeah,
or Joe?
Niggas should
Drake.
never be y'all can't control a nigga response. I be liking shit like that though. I be liking when Drake come at niggas pause.
You like violence, huh?
I be liking when he goes spicy. Yeah, him, 50, all them niggas, man. I like when they talk shit.
I wouldn't be mad at Drake's response if he
It just
didn't
wasn't so
sound like
corny.
he just
That's yeah.
What
I
was
didn't-
corny about it?
the end, bro.
The whole
The part
plane,
that-
the plane shit, that
the
was
whole-
corny.
The whole plane thing.
He called that's Drake.
It still was
he
corny,
shitted
though,
on
Hus.
everything that we ever liked.
But that's
That's
not
Drake.
that.
He
I
could
don't-
have just stopped and been like,
I just don't think that takes away from it being just because it's Drake that's what we should expect.
Yeah.
That's definitely still corny though.
Yeah,
Like
it's
we
definitely
can
still
still
corny.
expect corny, but we can still call him out for being
It's-
corny
That
every time.
he got a bit plane. It's corny that he said he got a plane.
No, it's corny that he utilized that in regards to talking about music. We're talking about the quality of music. He's talking about the success. That's the difference. you're not gonna get me. And that approach was very good by me. By the way, I'm proud of me. You're not
Nah,
gonna,
real
you're not
shit.
gonna
Man,
twist
this
that.
nigga just
It's
Drake-
not-
real
hold on,
shit. Steph
hold on,
Curry
hold
that
on,
shit.
No, no, no. Go
hold
ahead.
on,
Go ahead.
hold
Go
on.
ahead, House.
Drake Drake being Drake, the biggest artist, hip hop artist ever, will agree with that, right?
Yeah.
What
Who
do
does-
what do we-
Is he
He
saying that
has
Drake the
to
biggest hip
at
hop
this
artist?
point he has to stay relevant. And who is the ones listening to the music? He got to make music for them, right?
Okay,
No,
what
they
point are you
can't-
speaking to? Are we speaking to the end of the message, or are we talking about something different now?
Oh no, I'm talking about just the whole. You saying that he's speaking to the success of the music. His shit's still going up. His shit's still doing numbers. So it's what I don't know what's corny about what he said.
Okay, what? Okay, you might be missing my point. What's corny is we're talking about the quality of the music, right? At the end, he's speaking on what he has obtained from getting that quality. That he's speaking on what he has obtained from music. We're talking about from a fan's perspective. And I'm speaking, when I say we, I'm speaking of us and Joe Button, right? Joe is
Mhm.
speaking from a point of watching his favorite artist make music that isn't good. So it's a point of being disappointed. He's bringing up what his car. I mean his
Like, who gives a fuck?
yeah,
modest
and
house.
that's the thing.
Nah, I
Niggas
get-
don't
I
care
agree.
about that. We care about the music. He's deflecting. That's essentially what it is. He's deflecting from what the issue that he has,
Mm-hmm.
and I think he's only doing that because he's the type of nigga. From what I just seen, you see one thing that a nigga saying that, and you focus on one thing. So he's focusing on him saying that he fucks 25-year-olds and he makes music for children and stuff like that. But the 25-year-old stuff is what he's really focusing on. That's what he really.
But Drake
took
said that
issue.
in the song.
Yeah.
Drake, like, and this, did y'all see the Joe's response to all of that shit?
Yeah, I seen some of it, but I know you like watch it.
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah. So I loved Joe's response to that. He said, "Yo, I'm only talking about shit that you talk about. I didn't fucking insinuate you fuck 25-year-olds. You said it. You understand what I'm saying?" And he said, far as me being a failure, no matter what circle you fucking bring my name up in, I'm one of them.
Yes. And now I'm gonna stop you right
Mhm.
there. That be the mind trick shit, bro. That's what this what the younger generation is, bro. You're telling me, can you good?
Oh, yeah.
I ain't know if you can still hear. But that's the shit that bothers me, bro. And that's when like certain conversations with people, I stop having the conversation because
Yeah.
now you trying to make me look stupid, bro.
Yeah,
You trying to make it seem
you trying
like
to
what
discredit
I'm,
my
yes.
words.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
He talking about being a better. You talking about success,
Yep.
and I'm talking about. But in what we do, I'm the best at it. I don't care about money. It's not about the money. It's about I'm really good at this.
Yes.
I'm gonna find
What
it
you
so I can play it.
what you got? We can't play it. What you got?
Oh shit.
That's cool. But what you got, everything that you have right now, you got it from doing rap. But I'm like really good at rapping. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I hope I'm
I'm the
saying.
reason
Yeah.
you're you, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
If we gonna
I
keep it
walked so you
funky,
could run.
I walked so.
Beat you to it.
I walked so you can run. Drake is, no matter how you slice it,
Yep.
Drake is baby Joe Button in every sense of the word.
And I think that's why he's saying I achieved what you couldn't.
But that's
Yeah,
why it
that's what I
also
was gonna
hurt him
say.
so much.
Yes.
Because he looks at Joe like, damn, yo, you the big homie. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He'll probably never come out his mouth and admit it, but that's his big homie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And from
He said
music
it.
to women to everything.
Mhm.
Yo, I did everything you wanted to be, and I only can say that
Yeah, so
because you my big homie and I know what your aspirations were.
Mm-hmm.
right.
So,
So
what
that's
you
a-
saying, Hush?
That's a part. That's also a part. That's also some shit that I received from that shit too. That I feel like why the whole shit wasn't. So the only part that was corny is the plain part. That's what I'm just trying to
Yes,
understand.
yes. Everything else, I get it.
I got
get
another
it.
one. I got
all of
another
that.
one that was corny.
What?
Like you just was talking about, trying to like control and confuse the masses.
Yeah.
Calling him a failure was corny, and you know he wasn't no failure.
That kind of is whatchamacallit though. What's the word I'm looking for?
Subjective.
No, subjective. Yeah, that's
subjective.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I was thinking, what
yo.
makes somebody a failure?
I guess for him being on a major label, how much he sold. It Pump It Up just went gold.
But that's not even right either, though.
So hold on.
I mean, it like statistically, okay, he just went gold. I don't think Pump It Up took this long to go gold.
But
that song was everywhere,
but
bro.
keep in mind, you're saying I think.
So
we gotta go off of we gotta go
so we
off
can take Pump It Up just went gold, but you still can't call him a failure. Like Joe said,
niggas don't go gold all the time.
Niggas don't go gold all the time. Pump It Up is a timeless classic song. No matter where you play it at, it's gonna go crazy. Movies and everything. And when you bring my name up, which is the most important thing, amongst our peers,
yes,
they tell you I'm one of them niggas.
Now
that has nothing to do with that.
I was about to ask Huss that. I know. All right, so Huss, does that matter? Okay, the fans versus your peers. What matters more, in your opinion?
To me, peers.
And that's coming from a space as a rapper, though, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, Huss, what do you think?
Your peers. But what's the? I feel like your peers matter. I always say that. I feel like your peers.
You do always say that. But how is it that contradicting for this Drake conversation?
How? Drake didn't say he's a better rapper than Joe Budden, did he?
But we're talking about the success. We're talking about the success portion.
You're mad because everything I tried to do. Everything you tried to do, I did.
Yeah, so what are we saying?
Okay.
All right, so maybe I'm high. I'm confused.
No. It just wasn't displayed correctly on my end. So what we're saying is, well, DB's point was how the mind trick of
calling him a failure,
right?
And he's well respected amongst their peers.
Yes. Now, how is he a failure if he gets the respect from his peers? You get what I'm saying?
Because what he tried, yes, he's nice at doing what he tried to do, but he didn't accomplish he didn't accomplish his goal.
What was his goal?
Joe Budden didn't retire because he's Jay-Z and want to retire. That ain't why that nigga retired. He was signing bad deals for a reason.
Yeah, but he says that all the time. Like I was broke. I was fucked up. That doesn't make
you not a failure, my nigga. Just because you admit it doesn't make you not a failure. It makes you learn from it. I will hope.
So what is the measurement of success then? So is Drake the measurement of success?
Well, it can't be Drake, really, right? Because he is really
Drake is an anomaly.
Yeah, technically, yeah. If like he said,
so
this is what you want to be. If you just called him Baby Joe Budden, hell, nigga. If anything, yeah, I mean he Big Joe Budden.
How?
Because of the success.
Exactly.
He achieved everything that Joe wanted to achieve.
That's why I think the respect of your peers is far more important because that shit is fickle.
So y'all don't think Drake's peers respect him? It's them three for a reason. You acting like Drake, niggas say Drake is trash or something. It's the big three. Drake is still in there, arguably one or two. What are we talking about? He's one of them too.
Nobody is discrediting that, Huss. Like Drake is discrediting Joe.
Where did he say Joe Budden is a whack rapper?
A failure,
him being
bro.
A failure as far as success, my nigga. You're adding shit that he's not adding in there.
No, I'm not. I'm saying what he said.
He said everything you tried to be is what I am, my nigga. That you're not successful at. You're not. You wanted to be this rapper that blah 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 blah. You not that. You not that successful rapper. You wanted Pump It Up ain't. You wanted Pump It Up to be a lot more than what it was, my nigga. It's not what
But
it
that's
is. What do you
also a
mean that's
lie
not?
too, Hus.
Why is it a lie,
Because
bro?
you listen to just as much Joe Budden as I do, and
I do.
you know, Joe don't give a fuck
My
about
nigga, this
nobody's
has
success.
nothing to do with nothing, bro. It's a nigga that hoop real nice, I guess, and didn't have the grades all the time that I always be hearing about in school. I don't. That's what Joe Budden is to me.
But he never, but Joe purposely, he always says it. Yo, I purposely didn't want to be the big time rapper that everybody.
He's lying.
Oh, you can't
How
say
do you
that.
know
He
that?
also
That's
says
subjective
he's
too.
lying. Cause
That's subjective.
Joe
Hus.
Budden. Joe, tell me where Joe Budden said he didn't want to be successful. Send me that. Tell me what episode any ever in life. Where?
Okay,
Where did he say
I
he didn't
can't
wanna
do
be
it
a big
tonight.
rapper?
I'll
Alright.
send it to you. I'll
Okay.
definitely
He
send
said
it
he
to you.
didn't want to make. He didn't want to be a big rapper. He complains every chance he gets that he wanted to be it and they didn't give him the look. What are we talking about?
But
I
he
listen to Joe
also
all the
says,
time,
Hus,
too.
after all of that, I don't
No, he
even,
just
I don't
gave
want to,
up.
I don't want to do
He
what it
gave
got. I don't
up.
want to do what you
He
have to
gave
do.
up. That's what Drake is saying because he gave up because it wasn't working for him. He gave up. That makes you a failure. That's what he means. Drake don't have to quit. If he quit now, he on top. He won. Joe Budden didn't get that luxury. That's all we saying. He can retire a podcast.
Nah,
He
if
won
you
at
retire
that.
the podcast, if you retire right now as a podcaster, he the GOAT. But
Exactly.
at the same time, it's still a thing. It's the failure thing. I don't understand why two successful black men in whatever field they decide to be in, another black man could call that man a failure.
He's saying he failed.
He
as a
failed at
rapper,
music.
a
He failed at
successful
music.
rapper. That's all I'm
But
saying.
if the goal is to get respected by your peers and all of your peers think, you know what I'm saying? Am I saying it wrong?
No, you're saying that
If the
that-
goal
I'm not
is
disagreeing with
that's
that
the
part.
goal.
If
If
that's
that's
the
the goal.
and that's Joe's goal.
That's
so
a part
If
of the goal.
Joe's goal is to
Wait,
be
that's
respected.
that wasn't his only goal though. Come on, bro.
But how
That's
did
not
we
his
know
only
that though?
goal.
But
He
here's
wanted
a-
to be successful too.
But once
I feel-
again, everything is subjective.
yeah.
Because what's a measure of success? If my goal is to put out one album, and I put out an album, well, I
But he
succeeded.
put out 18 albums.
Or if my goal is 18 albums,
So
and,
no, go ahead.
you know what
go
I'm
ahead.
saying? If my goal is 18 albums and I put out 16, did I fail?
Everybody's success is different. What you
Right.
deem successful is different from what I deem, is different from what you deem, is different from what Hus deems successful.
Mhm.
So
And also failure.
it also failures. So for Drake to call Joe Budden a failure based on what Drake thinks success is, he's wrong.
Right. Because
He's wrong.
He's wrong?
Yes.
Yes.
Wait, hold on, time out. All right, hold on. Just real quick. You just said everybody has their own opinion, right?
There are
And then you
everybody
just said this
idea of what
nigga's
success
opinion
is
is
different.
wrong.
Because who's to say that?
To project it. on
Who's
him.
he's projecting.
It's because y'all like niggas better. Y'all
No,
can't.
no,
be
no, no,
moving
no,
the
no, no, no,
goalposts.
no, 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 no,
You
no,
can't be moving
no,
the
no, no,
goalposts.
no,
I
no,
don't
no,
give a
no,
fuck
no,
about that
no.
shit,
I
bro.
do want to
Real
run
shit.
this back, Huss. I do want to run this back because you said that fuck. Oh man. No, because
we
you-
about to, I know we over our 10 minutes. Just go
no,
ahead.
no. Oh, we long over 10 minutes. I ain't worried about that. But no,
Alright.
you were saying that we okay.
I'm
said
trying to-
that he's projecting his success on there.
Right.
I got it now. You're saying just because he said it, it can't be wrong because that's his opinion on it, right?
That's his perspective.
That's his perspective. So we can't say that it is wrong.
Right.
But we can
his
say that
opinion.
is wrong if that's not the same that of what Joe Budden wants. You get what I'm saying? So in that perspective, it's like if we all give an
But
opinion,
y'all
no, we
are
can't be
saying
wrong.
that- my bad, Corey. So
No, you
y'all are
good.
telling me that Joe Budden is saying that he was successful at doing what he wanted to do with music. That's what y'all are telling me?
I'm saying
No,
that we don't
that's
know.
not what I'm saying.
We don't know
we
what
don't
his
know.
goals were.
We don't know what his goals were.
Y'all listen to Joe Budden, right? Yes, we do.
So you're telling
from
me
the
that he's saying
podcast,
this.
From the podcast, from the music, yes.
Yes,
y'all listen to Joe
he's been
Budden.
quoted saying that his goals for music were this, and he didn't achieve it. Do we know what his goals is in music?
As far I'm not gonna say this nigga had a goal list, but yet the nigga's upset that about his deals, about shit that happened that he didn't get pushed. He wanted that. He didn't want to be an underground rapper. What are we talking about?
Okay.
He's signing these E1 deals hoping that he's gonna get pushed. That he's saying this on podcast.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
So what do we say? What? What do y'all mean? That's not. If this doesn't happen, that's not successful, bro. I'm sorry.
If the goals he set out isn't accomplished, it's not deemed successful.
It's not deemed successful.
Right.
Cool.
Okay, I'm with you.
Is he one of them when it come to rapping? If that's one on his checklist. But and I'm sure it's a big one on his checklist as far as, you know what I mean, especially at that time. And he is one of them. That ain't no argument. I don't feel like Drake said that. I don't feel like Drake would say that. So y'all, I don't see where he said that for y'all to bring that part up or why he brought that up.
I just think to do all of that because
it's
the
the
nigga
same
said
thing
he
that
ain't
y'all
like your
saying.
music is crazy.
He's latching on to different things. So I mean, Drake is. Look, bruh. He been reached his peak. I don't know what else we can expect. What do we expect from him? Y'all don't. I feel
A
like his
rap
peak
album.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I just think, for me personally, because I didn't even say if I like the album. I don't like the album, but I think for me it's just like we just tired of it right now. And that's okay. Like, I think that's my perspective on all of this. Like, we have all reached a point that we're like, all right, bro, like you
It's like 14 years.
Yeah, it's like, bro, it's like I don't care about this no more. And I think the biggest thing now is it is abuse. It's like the biggest thing now is it's coming from real fans. The same conversation that I would have with you, Aleem, as far as, oh, you should listen to Drake. I want to hear Drake. And I'll give a reason why you should listen to Drake. Oh, this is a good album. It's produced well. He has this kind of track on it. It's this, that. Now I'm the fan that sees what you say. Yeah. See what you're saying. Like, bro, all right, you doing, like, this shit corny, bro.
I'm not fucking with that.
Like, yo, this shit, like, bro, why are you doing this? Why are you making songs? Why is Lil Yachty at this point? And this has nothing to do with Lil Yachty, but I'm saying this to make a point. Why is Lil Yachty A&Ring a Drake album if it's not like a concept kind of album? Like, or maybe it's ego tripping.
He has to stay relevant. He has to stay relevant.
But okay, listen.
No, he doesn't.
No. Wait, real quick.
It's a lot of money.
Hold up, us.
My bad.
One thing that I want to say is, we know this, but we are disappointed as core fans. That's where the disappointment comes from. The same disappointment that DB has that we haven't got a full rap album. We think
we can't.
But that's totally fine. But we can have the opinion of, dang, I wish you do this. Just like Huss, you say, I wish Pusha T would talk about more than drugs. Like, I wish he would do that. But it's coming from, I'm not saying you're a Pusha T fan, but back to my point with Drake.
I am.
Okay, yes, you are a Pusha T fan. But see,
so you know I tell you all the time.
So I do apologize about that. But it's the disappointment. Like, damn, bro, you still my and this is my last name. And I'm gonna pass it to y'all. But when I was talking about this with Vic, I was saying this is the equivalent of seeing your OG do some sucker shit. And you like, damn, bro, I ain't expect this from you, bro. Like, I looked at you, and this is probably the perspective that Joe has. I looked at you as being yes, like, damn, I ain't think you would do some cornball shit like you doing right now, and I expect more from you. And I think that's the issue that we all have as fans. We expect more, but he might just not be there.
Yeah.
All the stuff Aleem tells us about life, it takes time to be at that point, which goes back to Joe. We are parting now. It goes back to Joe saying, you'll grow up sooner than later. Father time, it escapes no one.
Yeah, facts. Can't be father time.
You can't. Like, so that's That's why we all had this same. A lot of us. I'm not saying all of us. A lot of us had this perspective on this new album. Like, damn, bro. Like, you kind of regressing to us. For the people that grew up with your fucking music and actually put other people were happy. Myself, I included, happy to tell people about Drake.
You know when I knew it was gonna be bad? When the fucking time and location song was whack. I was like, oh
yo,
my God.
The worst one.
Yeah.
The worst one.
Oh.
The worst one, and shout out to Conductor. Like, the worst one, and it was like a good look for Conductor, but it's also like now you kind of associating a nigga name for that mainstream look.
When the time and location song was whack, I looked at my lady, I said, I'm going to listen to this because I know we're going to talk about it on the pod, but I don't want to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like
the nigga picked Charlotte. It's Lauren.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Oh yeah, we.
But
did
I'm
that
just
before.
saying. Like when the time and location song was bad, I was like, damn, yo, come on, Drake, don't do me that, yo. And I was just like, I might not listen to this Drake album, but of course, I mean, I gave it 2 spins, and I'll like the Nas album.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never listening to that Drake album again, except for the 4, 5, and 6. That little 4, 5, and 6
What's
run.
4, 5, and 6?
Is that Fear of Flying?
I hear that's really good. I haven't gone back to it.
Ooh, boy, that's one.
It's just
Spicy.
so disappointing.
That
bro.
Fear of Flying is a joint.
And it's like I'm listening to it. I'm skipping through it. I don't skip through Drake albums. And I know Hus' perspective is it normally takes time for a Drake album to get good.
Mm-hmm.
But this kind of leads me to the second half of this nigga's career.